Sie kommt aus Norwegen. Sie hat 2015 mit ihrem Lied Runaway ihren Durchbruch gefeiert. Mittlerweile hat der Song Millionen von Streams. Es folgten Alben, Headliner-Touren, Chartplatzierungen und eben im vergangenen Jahr ein Lyricbuch mit Einblicken zum kreativen Prozess und ihrer Inspiration beim Schreiben. Hier ist sie.
Aurora, herzlich willkommen. Hello, welcome. You saw all the smartphones going up when you entered the room.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? Oh, I prepared something.
Oh.
Hyggelig å møte deg.
Oh my god, hyggelig å møte deg òg.
Was it okay?
Det var perfekt.
It
Ganz
means-
perfekt.
Nice to meet you.
Ja, ich weiß.
Yeah, you know, 505 or 6 people maybe. No. And in German is schön euch zu treffen.
Schön euch zu
treffen.
treffen. Schön euch zu treffen. Danke.
Very good.
Dankeschön.
Okay, so we are done with the language class. We
Yes,
can get
but we
going.
always need to begin with one.
Yes,
It's very important. for me.
it's mandatory. So I think personally it's a very special book you've created. So
Thank you.
congratulations on that, first of all. And then we have to clarify, are those really your real notes you took, or did you remodel and redid them for the book?
No, these are the real notes. Because obviously I write, or for those who don't know, I'm an artist, so I sing.
I don't
and
think there's a
write.
single person here who does not know.
Yes, you don't know. Well, I write music and albums, and I like I wish for my music to be medicine for people. But my medicine is when I write it in the moment. But sometimes when I'm in deep need of medicine, the music I write then can be a bit more like painful. And I want to always, when I need medicine, I write into my notebook. So then when I've written the notebook, I feel like I can make the album as a more wise, more healed, more kind version of myself. And I feel like it's good for the music to pour my shit into there.
Yeah, but your shit,
And then-
your shit looks so beautiful.
Thank you.
So like I just told everyone my notebooks. We can show them. Let's show them a bit. So it's like it's so beautiful. All those drawings. So you're very talented in that as
Oh,
well.
that's me.
We have and this is you.
Ooh, there.
Very beautiful. So it's so cool. Do you need a lot of order to be creative?
Well, yes, I kind of do, because when a new seed of an idea is in your head, because with me it's very fast. I just kind of wake up like, and then I'm like, oh my God, I know what the album is going to be. It's going to be called What Happened to the Heart, and it's going to be about all these things. And then I write all the titles of the songs before I make them. And I'm like, okay, I need to have all these kind of things into there. And it takes a lot of planning, I think, to make sure, because I don't like when the same things is being said too many times.
Okay.
And I don't like when an album is flat and you don't feel like you're traveling, and it's
Kind
easier.
of minimalistic, maybe in some way.
Minimalism can be good too,
Yes.
because it's so fragile and beautiful. But I just always want to make sure I get to say everything. I have one song for everything I want to say. And this book really helps me. What did you ask? What am I talking about?
I don't know. I'm listening. I'm
Just in
like
awe.
in trance. No, on one of the first pages, we learned that this title of the book,
Yeah.
which is also the title of the album, What Happened to the Heart,
Oh, yes.
is a very important question for you. I quote, "The most important, beautiful, and sad question I've ever wondered in my life." What is so special about that question for you?
Well, a lot of my album titles, they come from a mix of my fascination with philosophy, but also like history and maybe science, because all of those three things are kind of more tied together than we remember sometimes. They're all full of empathy and beauty and whatever word for this is. you know.
Yes, we know that
And,
very
yeah,
well.
and I was reading about kind of the meaning of our words, the meaning of people, the meaning of our body parts, how we see ourselves and how we have seen ourselves through history. And one thing that made me really sad was the meaning of the heart and what happened to it, because like the oldest, most ancient native cultures in this world have always explained, long before we knew about the heart, about the organ, about its purpose or shape, we knew that something comes from here. That's very important. It's not boobies, it's the heart. But
It's
they were like,
deeper,
yes,
deeper
it's
behind
deeper,
the boobies,
or
yeah.
equally as important. But something really vital comes from here, and this we know. We call it the core. Is it love? Is it intuition? Is it emotion? Sadness can be felt here? And like we had this knowledge that this is important. It's like a spiritual center and like interconnected center for human beings. And after a while, the more we learned about anatomy and people and blah, 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 the more the heart was reduced to, through the philosophers actually of the ancient Greek empire, like they just reduced one by one through the times the heart to be something beautiful and meaningful and emotional, to simply a pump that pumps the blood through the body. And
Like a
that's it.
machine.
Yes, and I thought that surely represents something more, that we think about ourselves on the inside like this now, so like medicinal and hard instead of as magical as it is. And I just wanted to, it just bothered me so much. So I made an album about it.
Simple as that. Wow. So something like 2 weeks, I had an album. Simple as that. So is diving deep into really complex things something that happens a lot of time in your daily life?
Well, yes, I think it's a bit boring to not do it. And I feel it more and more, especially as I grow older. I like to go really deep into things. I like to worry about things, to talk to my friends. I like to surround myself more and more with people who also want to look out in the world, be emotional, political, be engaged. Like I find it just more and more as I live that's actually so important to me, the dealing with your own things and being just a human and zoning out sometimes, which God, I do a lot, but also to be very in touch with things, because I feel like it's very easy for us to forget, because it's so painful sometimes to be in touch with all of it all the time, especially now.
But it's also what
But
makes
it's still
us
important.
human.
And you already talked about you studying the anatomy of the human body. I just want to show one page, like the 4th or 5th page. It's all about the heart.
I don't remember this. I haven't seen the book since I wrote it. Yes.
Yes, no, it's so beautiful. And the last sentence on this page about the heart is, let our heart lead us. Is this kind of a core point of the album and the book, or what would it be?
Well, yes, I think so. Because what I think is, like, except for like the world being built on so much pain, oppression, like mishandling of people, a huge gender gap in who gets to have power and be heard and have respect in this world, except for all of that, that's already there, boiling under us. One thing that I really think is making the world a very sad place to be sometimes is that we run the world based on logic and politics and money and greed, which is so cliche to say, but it's so true, so sadly. And I just feel like we have completely forgotten about what's bigger than our empires, if that's the thing that is ruining the world, the health of it, the health of all of us. So it's just like, it's political too, that I miss so much that we had more heart in the way we chose our path as people, as nations. And I think there was a letter written by like indigenous and activists all around the world in 2022 called "We Are the Earth." And as you know, if you scramble the word heart, it becomes earth. Which is, I think it's really fun because I love anagrams. But and I love that letter.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah,
Had
and
to-
they.
Notice, yeah.
Do it in my head, but yeah, it checks out.
I'm always right.
checks
of
out.
course.
She's always right.
Yes.
I'm gonna fact check it with the.
Yes.
Yeah, it checks out. That's right.
But it's a beautiful letter. And you have to read it. It's on the internet. Read it before it's erased. It's so beautiful. Just asking the world to act more with compassion.
What I liked so much about that book was that we learned all those things, like very complex, philosophical questions, but we learn also some things about you. Are you stretching a little?
Yeah,
We do it?
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
I'm in flying.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do it standing? The
Well,
interview, or is it-
I can't. My shirt is very
Okay, yeah.
short.
No, but what I think is very beautiful that we learn some things about you as well as a person, because on one page you say, I love armor and teeth and organs. This does not mean I'm creepy. Is that one of your concerns, that people could think you're creepy?
No, that's a statement.
Point. No, and even sometimes being creepy, meaning like being not like everyone else, isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, I think so. And a lot of that's been the best gift I've gotten after the kind of curseful path of life, to be kind of famous sometimes, but also not. But the gift of it is that everyone that knows my music are so respectful and cool people, and so like me as well.
But
And
what is the curseful part for you in being famous?
Just like I don't think people are meant to be so, have so much small talk. And when you, but
Yeah,
when
I
you
feel
meet,
that.
but when you meet people for like 20 seconds,
Hi, how are you?
and you want to say more, but then you can't because it's so short.
Yeah, you can't come in with like, are
You
you
know,
afraid of death? Bye.
You can, you know. Who's dead in your family? Tell me, who's dying? But like it's like a weird way of meeting people I would like to meet deeper, you know.
So maybe next time you say, hi, what happened to the heart?
Oh,
Yeah.
Seems to be a great small talk question.
If you're in the elevator,
Like
someone
when
else
you
comes
get your
in.
period.
So I learned about you that you learned to play piano at the age of 6 and
Yes.
wrote your first songs in English at 9, and English is not your birth language. So what was it about music, and English music, obviously, that was fascinating you in such a young age?
Well, I think it made, because I was, and I'm still deep in there somewhere, quite a sensitive child and very fragile, which I know many here can relate to, which makes us so strong and so powerful as well, because you learn to be a warrior for yourself and others when you know how it is to struggle a bit. Anyways, I felt really like I didn't have any skin when I sang in Norwegian. And when I sang in English or wrote in English, I felt like I could build skin and
Like an
clothes.
armor?
No, because it's not for war purposes or
Okay.
protection. It's simply
Protecting.
just the bare minimum. And when I wrote in English, I just felt like I'm a bit more
Okay.
protected now.
Another
You know.
thing I have learned about you is that at one point in your past years, I don't know exactly when, you decided to spend some time living wilder than you usually
Oh
did.
yes, I really did.
So what did you do, and what were you hoping for by doing this?
This is not an advice. My
Maybe it
choices
is.
were mine.
So what did you do?
I just started drinking.
Oh my God. Okay, so it is not an advice.
No, I started allowing myself to be less worried, I guess, about my choices. I didn't feel too bad if I was up too late. I didn't feel bad for not answering back my friend immediately or my family. Or like I gave myself more time to be a bit like less worried about everything else around me, but simply just do what I feel like.
Was it freedom?
Yeah,
Feeling of freedom?
I guess so. Freedom and like dealing with emotions a bit more. Like I gave myself a year.
A year?
To be like, yeah.
Okay.
To be a
The
bit
wild
like,
year of Aurora.
yeah, to be a bit wild and a bit like, and with wild, I just mean not like cuddle myself, which I do a lot. I'm like, oh, I feel sad. I should write something. I should be really good to myself. I'm really good at being really good and gentle with myself. But yeah, that's good.
It's very important.
But I tried 1 year
And
to be a bit less.
and was it life changing?
Yes, in a way, because it was what I needed then. Because I had like a recent new amount of sadness into my life that came very abruptly on me, and it was like, oh, now I have this new addition of sadness that is now a part of me. I can't just let that go. I have to now carry that until it doesn't become bigger than me, but just a part, because we become bigger, but I feel like sometimes the sadness stays the same size. It's just we who grow. And I just gave myself a year to just do the things that made being sad okay.
I found so many quotes in your book. One about sadness that I liked very much is, some of the saddest people I know are happy all the time.
Yeah.
So at what point does happiness switch into something negative?
Well, I think when we expect that life is about finding happiness and being happy, when it can also be about both finding sadness and finding happiness in hopefully a balanced amount of times in your life, and then in between just be content. You know, it doesn't have to be amazing or perfect all the time. Sometimes I just like when life is, well, I feel okay. You know, I've eaten, I slept, I am here. And that's really cool, because that is very hard for many people, you know, in this life. And I guess when you learn to be happy with being content, then something happens with both the happiness and the sadness, that they're both more appreciated and they become more magical. Or to me at least. I don't know if this works, but for me it works a lot to find just that it's okay for life to be just life also sometimes.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like everyone, Tarkan is listening all the time.
Yeah, I'm almost
Sorry.
fracturing. Yeah, it checks
But
out.
do-
Avoiding sadness is not the same thing as being happy. She's right. I'm like, yeah, wait, it's actually...
I tell you, it's really, if you like those like mind-blowing sentences, very small. Like sometimes you have a page with a small painting and one sentence, and you're like, okay, one sentence on a page, not that much. And then you read it, and you're like spending 10 minutes on that page thinking about that. So it's really cool and very special. Do we have a question on the?
Yes, let's...
Bitte schön. What is Dankeschön in Norwegian?
Tack.
Tack.
Tak. Oh, we had
Tack.
that. It's
Tack.
like Danish. We had that yesterday with
Yeah, tack.
Jussi Adler-Olsen.
Yeah.
Tak.
It's like the first
so
syllable
sweet.
of my name.
Yeah. What?
Takan.
Yes,
Takan.
true.
It's Takan.
You're such a grateful person. Just in general.
I am right now.
From birth.
If you could write the soundtrack for one book, which one and why?
Let me think. No, it's gonna, oh my God. I would love if Patrick Rothfuss, and yes, this is a threat, if you don't finish the third book in the King Killer Chronicles, I'm gonna
Yes.
Yes.
We had him
Huge,
here.
yes, we had him here 3 years ago, or
Yeah.
2 years ago. Yeah.
I know it takes time and it's okay, but please finish them because I love them and I want to make the music. I know how to play the lute. I learned it because of Koas.
Oh, maybe that was always his plan.
Yes. Very good.
Maybe he's playing.
So
Maybe he's playing 3D chess. Like he was like, I'm not gonna finish it because I think I can get more out of if I don't finish it. And now, if that's not motivation enough for you,
so
Patrick,
maybe next year for Bookstock we mix you two up.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I can
we-
hang
like wing
on
women.
him like a backpack.
While we're at it, shall we threaten George R. R. Martin as well? Just
That could be amazing.
Yeah.
I almost
why
did
we-
a thing for Game of Thrones back in the day, but then I forgot to, because I'm very hardworking, but I'm also lazy when I'm done with my work. So they were like, if you can do like a new version of this song of All Is Soft Inside, you can be on one of the episodes. And I was like, oh, but I have a time off now.
But you already
And
started.
we didn't do it.
You were the voice, so the voice in the head of Elsa in
Yes,
Frozen 2.
I made her crazy, didn't I? That
Oh
movie.
my
Yes.
God. So what is your next big goal? Because next year you will celebrate your 30th birthday.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God. Is it a big one for you? Is it like scary?
The
or-
birthday? Oh
Yes?
no, I love becoming older. I cannot wait. I feel like I'm absolutely delighted. And I'm gonna have a beautiful
Party?
celebration. Yes.
Yes. A big one or a small one?
No,
Are you trying to
a
get
small-
invited?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, a really small one. You can all come, obviously.
Oh, perfect.
As long as you like swimming.
Okay, that's mixed. That's the best ending this talk could ever get. Thank you very much for being here and
Thank you.
only the best. Very inspiring. Thank you. Aurora.
Dankeschön, auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you so much.
Okay, this is more.